I'm Lynn. I'm the director of the History Museum of Hood River County, and I'm so pleased to have an opportunity to be here and to share with you an object from the museum's collection. The museum is located down by the marina here in Hood River, and we have collections that range from Native American material to contemporary works and even engineering and logging materials. But today I've brought a special object to share with you, and that is this beautiful Native American bag created by a local Watlalas Native American woman named Alice Slim Jim. And it was created in the 1940s. And as you can see, it is a magnificent beaded bag. And I'm going to put gloves on because the objects in our collection are quite delicate and we don't want to get the oils from our hands on them because we want them to last as long as possible. As you can see, this is a leather bag that is created to be used as a ceremonial purse in the way that ladies today use evening bags when they go out to evening events. So this was a special bag, and look very closely and you can see that it's made of hundreds of thousands of tiny beads. And this is a contemporary 20th century piece, but it follows a tradition of Native American artistry. The beadwork is done with commercially manufactured beads, but really it follows the traditions already well established. The main character, as is obvious, is a marvelous elk. And when you look closely at the elk, you can see that the artist has changed the direction of the beads so that it looks like the form of the animal has bulk and muscles and is very three-dimensional. The artist has also contrasted colors to accentuate the figure and to animate the surface. There are a couple of small damages, for instance, right here. And although that's sad for the piece, it's great for us because then we can understand the technique that the artist used. And this was created with what is called the two-needle technique. So a long string of beads was put on one thread and attached at the end. And then every 4 or 5 beads, a second needle was used just to tack down the thread on which the beads are. And that way you don't have to go into the leather every single bead and secure it to the background. I'm going to hold it up for a moment so that you can see how glorious it is and the detailing that has gone into it, including the beads on the bottom and the fringe, and then the back, and with the little straps. It weighs, I don't know, maybe 4 pounds, 5 pounds. It's actually quite heavy because it's on this heavy leather, animal leather. Now, Alice Slim Jim lived in the Pine Grove area. She lived on a farm with her husband, and they were farmers. And it said when she died in 1982 that she was 80 years old, and that she was the last of the indigenous peoples called the Watlalas who lived in this mid-Columbia River area. And we have to recognize the reverence that the Native Americans had for nature. And nature wasn't seen just as a commodity to be utilized, to be exploited, but nature was a spiritual existence, and that the animals and plants actually gave of themselves generously and graciously to humans in order to sustain the humans that took up residence here. And of course, we know that the Native Americans lived in this area for over 10,000 years. And I think we really need to embrace their philosophy and reverence for nature. I hope that you will visit the History Museum, and this piece and other artworks by Alice Slim Jim will be featured in an exhibition we're going to be doing called Women's Voices, that not only celebrates the passage of the 19th Amendment, but celebrates the contributions that women have made to Hood River and its culture and its vibrant life. Thank you.